excited to hear. So thank you again, and thanks from the board, and thanks from the network as a whole. And as again, I love to hear about your work, and I look forward to hearing from all of you and see you again at the closing ceremony at the end of this fun week.
Do we have anyone from maternity today here? I'm not sure who was going to speak on behalf.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, actually, so can I do this? I was actually going to play. So basically, maternity today is raising money for this campaign that they're doing. They've partnered with the University of Alberta to create this song, and basically they're raising money to be able to play this song for in all the rural areas in Africa. So I thought, and we don't have time to play the whole song, but I will play the first little bit, and it kind of also explains. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, how about I just share the link in the chat?
There you go.
Oh, actually, Michael is just coming in now, so maybe he can speak for a second about that. But I'll pop the link to the song in the chat if anyone wants to listen. So it was written by two pretty well-known African artists. And yeah, they wrote this song to promote maternal health. And Michael, are you able to speak about the song project? Maybe he's not ready yet. No, okay, that's okay. It's a beautiful song, and gives you some information at the beginning as well. So next up is Hope for Destitute Children. I think I saw someone in here from that project.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on your time zone. Yes, my name is Emmanuel Ekanga, representing Hope for Destitute Children, which is a community-based organization in Teso, sub-region, and Karamoja. Hope for Destitute Children came into existence to provide a holistic model approach to help care and empower vulnerable children, poor families, and other community members in Teso and Karamoja regions in Uganda, with the objective of helping destitute children through the provision of basic social services such as education, food, nutrition, health, clothes, safe drinking water, disaster, humanitarian interventions, and emergencies. For today's case, the project that we are aiming to do is we want to provide access to quality education to 70 girls in Uganda. The target is adolescent girls aged between 10 to 24 years of age who are school going and out of school due to the pandemic, early pregnancies, forced marriages, and cannot afford school fees. In Uganda, I think Uganda is one of the countries with the longest lockdown ever in the world. We had a lockdown from 2020 up to 2022. That's when we were open to report back to school. Actually, our schools opened in January 2022, and these girls had lost hopes in going back to school. That's why we have come in with this project with the main aim of improving access and quality of girls' education by supporting them access to formal and non-formal and vocational education by providing scholarships or school fees and scholastic materials And then also we are looking at improving the employability of the adolescent girls by equipping them or giving them scholarships to acquire vocational trainings in schools. Yes, another thing that we are trying to address here is provide school supplies and scholastic materials to the selected girls, such as uniforms, books, pens, bags, calculators, shoes, stockings, rubbers, mathematical sets, and long rulers.
Great.
Okay, thank you so
Awesome.
much for that. Next is ABCD. I'm not sure if it's Frank or Lynn that will be speaking.
I think it's Lynn, yeah?
It's
You
Lynn.
accept it?
It's
There
Lynn
we go.
here. I'll be speaking. I think Frank is away. So ABCD is a small volunteer-based charity operating in 8 villages in the ward of Marengo West, Kilimanjaro region of Tanzania. We fund the education-related expenses for secondary vocational training, college, and university students, currently 77 students. We provide breakfast programs for approximately 5,000 primary and secondary school students and have built several classrooms, toilets, kitchens, libraries, computer classrooms. We provide personal care kits for girls in order to keep as many girls as possible in school and healthy. The funds that we are raising through this year's CAP Network bike ride will be used for the repair needs in our 8 primary and 2 secondary government schools. We will be funding the fixing of crumbling floors and walls and replace broken windows. The project is also designed to provide some work opportunities to unemployed students. So the project total value is about $38,000 Canadian. And we want to thank the CAP Network team for bringing us all together to support the many needs of those living in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Linda?
So Village of Love is not actually a village. It's an organization in the slum community of Kibera, just outside Nairobi. It provides multiple supports to 135 very impoverished women. And what these women have in common is that out of the love of their hearts, they take in AIDS orphan children to raise along with their own families. Village of Love gives them small business microloans with trainings of all kinds, and this empowers them to generate more income so they can feed their large families. We supplement the school fees for 150 children, and that's what we're riding for this week, to give vulnerable and orphan children the chance of an education and a better future. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, CAP Network.
Thank you, Linda. Carrie?
Yeah, hi. So this is the 3rd time Crossroads International is participating in the CAP ride, and we once again are thrilled by the support we have gotten from staff in our communities. So the money raised through this event is being used to invest in local partner organizations in 9 African countries where we operate, and will be helped to use to adapt existing programs in order to deliver essential services and respond to the urgent needs brought on by the impact and the aftermath of the pandemic. This includes providing outreach and counseling services for survivors of domestic violence, sexual trafficking, and basic resources such as food, disinfectant, mask, and cleaning supplies. The funds will also be used to help strengthen the long-term resilience of food systems and livelihood for the women in rural and marginalized communities. We want to thank everyone who has supported us, as we couldn't do the work that we do without our generous donors. And just for francophones, merci pour soutenir le Carrefour International. That's it.
Thank you, Carrie. Merci. Is Andrew here?
Yes, Andrew is here. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew Aruku from Uganda, and I'm representing Youth and Women for Opportunities Uganda. We support quality education. Although during COVID-19, there was economic precarity that it provided. Although primary school and secondary school education is free in Uganda, but it comes with the challenges due to lack of scholastic materials and education or scholarships or fees. So the purpose of our fundraiser is we want to return to school the girls that dropped out of school due to lack of scholastic materials and functional fees. We want to provide the girls with menstrual hygiene materials so that they can return back to school. At the same time, we shall be breaking the early unions that happened due to COVID and return those girls back to school through the provision of the scholastic materials, through the provision of scholarships to take them to boarding schools so that they can continue the education and attain full potential. We also want to provide them with a seed capital of poultry and rabbits that are fast maturing so that they can sustain the education after the program, where the rabbits and the poultry will multiply and amplify the income for the family, and the family will be in position to provide education for their children independently. We shall be glad for all our donors that will come and support this cause, and we look forward to an enterprising opportunity to engage with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Is anyone here from PAC? No? Okay, so I will speak on their behalf. They're a team of self-motivated climate solutions enthusiasts from diverse professional backgrounds with a strong affinity to advocate, preserve, and conserve the African environment through systemic thinking while working in line with national policies and international framework on climate change. And next we have Beautiful World. Sarah?
They're not here either.
Oh, okay. Okay, one sec. Okay, so Beautiful World believes that hope begins with education. That's why they support girls living in poverty in Ethiopia, Uganda, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, and Zambia to pursue a higher education, either in vocational, college, or university programs. Each scholarship provides everything a student needs for success, ranging from tuition to toothpaste. Okay, is anybody here from Katita, people living with HIV/AIDS?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Edumo Isaac. I work with Katita people living with HIV/AIDS. Our main focus is on health, and for this specific project, we're targeting to support NCDs, diagnosis, screening, prevention, and management and control of hypertension, hepatitis, and obesity at family level, community level, and the project's novel approach focuses on health prevention, promotion, screening, and control of NCDs. We are focused on supporting initiation of early health seeking behaviors and creating awareness while preserving equality and quality referral for life robbed by chronic diseases and disability in the remotest areas. Our coordinated draft of measures will assist the government of Uganda reduction in mobility and mortality by tackling NCDs in rural communities and referral to health facilities to avert the main modifiable risk factors of NCDs, such as behavioral unhealthy diet, low levels of physical activity, and excessive alcohol intake, including biological risk factors such as raised blood pressure, raised blood sugar, obesity, and raised cholesterol, whose primary beneficiaries reached with the key basic education measures and awareness about these NCDs. For the CAP Ride 2022, that is our main focus, and we really thank you. We thank the team for letting us in, and we hope for the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Rainmaker, Katie.
Hi, everyone. This is Katie representing the Rainmaker Enterprise. This is a project that was started about 5 years ago and has been an affiliate member of the CAP network since just soon after then. And this will be, I think, our 5th CAP ride too. So Rainmaker is a project that focuses on addressing climate change and helping people adapt to and mitigate the impacts of climate change, while at the same time building food security and empowering the community. So it was started by James Madir, who came from South Sudan and eventually ended up here in Toronto. At the moment, he's back in East Africa so that he can really make sure that we see the project through as it gets started. So the idea behind Rainmaker was that traditionally, somebody would come and bless the seeds and bless the rain to come every year. So with the impacts of climate change, that's not reliably happening anymore. So what people are seeing is either a complete lack of rain or too much rain at once. So either a drought or a flood, and it's really impacting on food production and causing food insecurity issues. So Rainmaker set out to bring clean technology, so solar powered technology, to the community where James grew up, so to Tonj in South Sudan, and use solar technology to access clean water, as well as to connect to a system, an irrigation system, picture you can see on the screen here, that pumps water year round. So it's providing a reliable water source year round that can allow people to continue growing food, even during the extra long dry seasons. So we just finished our first successful harvest using the drip irrigation system this spring. So everyone's happy, it's proven that it works. And they were growing all sorts of things, watermelon, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, okra, and other vegetables, as well as several types of trees, fruit trees. So the community is excited about this and excited about the opportunity to have increased food security during the lean season. So we'll be putting the money we raised from the ride this year into continuing the farm, which is employing local people and trying other varieties of vegetables and fruits, as well as helping to create market access for our local farmers and training on climate resilient farming methods. So thank you all for the opportunity and the support, and we look forward to participating in the ride.
Thanks, Katie. Graceland is next. Diane.
Hi, I'm Diane Laxo, and I'm really happy to be again participating in the CAP ride with my team. I'm the founder and director of Graceland African Mission. We've been working in Kenya for 17 years now. The funds for this ride, like last year, are going to fund students' education in secondary school, post-secondary, and college. We have 26 students in secondary school currently, excuse me, and 11 students in college and university, which is a huge expense, and 7 students who are applying and waiting to get in. So we believe in education. It's the best. It's a great way to raise individuals up to their potential, and post-secondary education is so important for a country, for development. They need to increase the potential of the citizens in the country. So we have 9 riders, and we're just really happy to be part of this. Thank you so much for organizing us, and thank you to all the people that are participating and supporting us. Thanks.
Thank you, Diane. Do you have someone here from Seek and Save Mission Ministries? Not. Okay. So Seek and Save Mission Ministries is made up of a group of patriotic Ghanaians working to put values in the lives of vulnerable and marginalized people living in Ghana. Their goal is to raise and educate children in a loving, godly environment to be successful adults with the desire and ability to help their own people. And next we have Bridging Worlds Through Music.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Ulickney, and I'm one of the founders of Bridging Worlds Through Music. We offer free music education in Tanzania in partnership with the Anza Kwa Amani Foundation. And we really are based on the premise that music is an amazing tool for community development and creates change and brings people together and creates joy. So we work with over 200 kids in Gaeta, and the funds from our fundraising this year will go toward creating a new project, a new location in Mwanza, and eventually we hope to expand that project into a social enterprise to help fund some of the free projects that we do. So very excited to meet you all and see some of the additional projects here, and looking forward to hearing how the rides go at the end.
Thanks, Christy. Sorry for the slide mix up there. So that was Bridging Worlds Through Music, and Cap AIDS is next.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eva, and I'm the representative for Cap AIDS Council. So I personally have been involved in, and have enjoyed these bike rallies for as long as I can remember, with the first being, I believe, in 2005. So yeah, the funds raised this year, like the last couple of years, will be for the Home of Hope, which is located in the Lira district of northern Uganda. So the Home of Hope is a center where young women can come and live for a period of time and gain vocational training, safe residency, and health services. Additionally, when they leave and return to their communities, they get follow-up support and coaching. So just last week, the Home of Hope actually welcomed its new cohort of 16 women, which is very exciting. And yeah, so this year, more specifically, the funds we're raising will be largely geared toward establishing a safe space at the Home of Hope. So a safe space is a place where young women and men can get confidential and judgment-free counseling and support, specifically for their sexual and reproductive health needs. One of the projects this year will be to build a fence around the center. And yeah, if you have any questions, I invite you all to visit our website or contact the CAP network, who will forward on over the emails to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is anybody here from Akai? I don't believe there is.
Yes, I am.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay.
My name is Trinto Mugangu from Akai, representing Akai. A little bit of history. Akai started 3 years ago in 2020 here in Canada. And it is a great honor and pleasure to speak during this ride opening ceremony on behalf of Canada Africa Climate Action Initiative, Akai. Today, today Africa is a continent of 1.2 billion people, and it is composed of 52 countries. The proceeds of this ride will go to Akai to achieve two objectives by this year end. The first one is to move our headquarters out of Canada to Africa, especially in Ghana, to be closer to the climate vulnerable community it serves. And the second one is to empower women and vulnerable segment of African societies to take action in adapting to the effect of erratic weather and calamity that jeopardize their livelihoods, particularly in 4 select countries: Ghana, Malawi, Tanzania, and Uganda to start. We have heard that across all this meeting. So Akai, through me, thanking and encouraging all the people running and participating in this CAP ride. Our hope is that this ride will be enlightening all the streets and communities. It will be going through out of Canada, UK, and USA, and the flame will keep going to go through all the world and come back to Africa at COP27 by the end of this year. I thank you for Akai. Let's go, act and shine together. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. And next we have Gua. So Gua Africa works with individuals, families, and communities to help them overcome the effects of poverty created by war or natural disaster through education. GUA believes that giving everyone access to education will lead to an increase in individuals generating their own income and a more stable society. GUA Africa projects combine scholarship programs, teaching in refugee camps, and feeding programs, all underpinned by a philosophy of peace education and a dedication to community income generation. And Nelishan. So Nelishan's vision is to support single mothers in the areas of alleviation of poverty, advancement of education, and spiritual encouragement with the intention of raising hope in the hearts of hurting and discouraged single mothers. They are empowering single mothers in Nyandarua County, sorry if that's not pronounced properly, in Kenya by providing them with startup seed capital in the form of chickens, goats, sheep, and potato and other vegetable seeds to enable them to generate income for economic empowerment and sustainability. And Kadia, or Mikoko Kwanza.
Hello, everyone. My name is Suleiman Khamis, the founder of Mikoko Kwanza, Mangrove First, Mangrove First project, which was established in October 2020 in Tangani Pemba Island, Zanzibar. I am a member of the Zanzibar Canadian Diaspora Association, Zakaria, who is working very closely with the Canada-Africa Partnership to tackle the global challenge of climate change. Due to the destruction of mangrove forest in Pemba Island, we Zakaria felt the need to act and preserve the mangrove forest for the benefit of the local community and for our world. And we believe that if we all stand as one community, we can fight this climate crisis and get positive results for the benefit of us all. I spend my own funds to plant new mangroves, to protect the remaining ones and protect any more from destruction. The fund will be used for buying water pipes to connect from the national water line supply to provide safe drinking water for workers, install men's and women's restrooms in the work area, which also be used for training and educational purposes, such as educating and training community members on the importance of preserving and protecting the mangrove forest. The fund will be also used to pay local community members for planting new mangrove seeds. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you everyone. That's really great to hear. So many amazing projects, and I know every dollar that's raised through this event is getting invested in community-driven initiatives that are really responding to the local needs in each of those particular places. So thank you all for being here and sharing a little bit about the work that you're engaged with and where those funds are going. I think it's nice to know. Even though we're each riding for the cause that's close to our own hearts, it's nice to know that we're part of that kind of bigger movement of grassroots community-based programming that are really making a difference in people's lives. Thanks again for that. So here we are, coming to the end of our opening ceremonies here for the 2022 CAP Ride. So what happens for the rest of the week? As of 8 o'clock, you can start scavenging. You can coordinate with your team or figure out how you're going to tackle those cryptic clues together. The responses will be accepted anytime, so you can start emailing them as you go, and they'll be accepted until 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. You can do your ride at any time, night or day. And I know there are actually some riders who we know will not be completing their ride this week due to some travel constraints, but we'll be doing it even after this week, and that's also okay, but they won't get to be in the scavenger hunt. I guess they'll miss the mark on that one. So we'll reconvene here at 5 o'clock on Sunday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, late afternoon, early evening, to celebrate what we've accomplished together during the week, and to share some updates about fundraising totals. And of course, as the closing ceremonies on Sunday, that's where we're going to be cutting off the prizes for the team fundraising and the team fundraising prizes for this year. Once those prizes are awarded, that doesn't mean you can't keep fundraising. You can still go out and collect those donations till the end of June. And that's when we'll sort of close the event. Although there's at least one project here who knows that I think last year's donation page, we opened it 4 or 5 times after the end of June, because there were donors that really wanted to donate and emailed to say, but the link's not working. So we opened it back up. So we'll keep collecting money and sending it to you. We never say no, but technically we're going to try to close it at the end of June. So thank you again, everyone, for being here, and thank you for cooperating with the time limit on sharing about your projects. It means that we're right on schedule now for any last minute questions, or if there's anything anybody wants to share quickly or ask myself or Jen before we sign off and jump into Ride Week.
If no one's jumping into it, I'll just mention, so some of you may have noticed that I created a Facebook group. So this was actually Frank's idea. Basically, it's just for us to kind of share where and when we're riding, and there's an option to go live on Facebook, so you can just kind of, announce to everyone where you are and tell us all what a great time you're having. So you should have gotten an email invitation. The link is in the chat as well. And if you can't find it for whatever reason, just email me and I'll send you this link. No questions?
Well, all right then. Okay, well, you can always reach us by email if there's something you didn't think of, but that's it. We're officially open. We're officially in Ride Week, and I wish everybody a really excellent ride and nice sunny weather, not too much rain at your scheduled ride time. And Monique just was sharing in the chat earlier that at Toastmasters, instead of clapping while you're all muted on Zoom, they do jazz hands. So maybe we can all just kind of jazz hands each other out of the opening ceremonies and into Ride Week. Thanks, everyone. It's really lovely to see you all, and hope to see you all back here on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. See you on Sunday. Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Robin.